But the main business of next week will be finalising Ireland 2040. That's the national planning framework and the 10-year infrastructure investment plan that'll back it up. So why do we need a plan? We need a plan because in 20 years' time there'll be an extra 1 million people living in Ireland. So we need to plan now, plan where they're going to live, where they're going to work, study and how they're going to travel around. It's a plan to make sure that there are nearly an extra 200,000 people living in rural Ireland in 20 years' time, and that means investment in roads and broadband.
Ireland is to accept a small number of migrants from the Ocean Viking vessel, which has been stranded in the Mediterranean Sea for almost 2 weeks now. The Norwegian-flagged ship has been seeking a port after rescuing 356 migrants from 4 boats off the Libyan coast earlier this month.
Allah ya jis Allah kiyaye wasu malaga na kake wasu malaga live captain dan doki captain gashi an doki an bashi ya ganin dole shi ne gaskiya ne ya gaji ne ruke bashi gashi live happy birthday Allahu Akbar wuce su Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar Pepe, kanyole kichando kicho.
Cramped conditions with nowhere to go. The Ocean Viking has been stranded in the Mediterranean for 2 weeks, having rescued 356 migrants off the Libyan coast earlier this month. The ship was denied entry by Malta and requests to dock in Italy were ignored, according to charities operating rescue missions. But today, a breakthrough. Ireland, along with 6 other European countries, have agreed to accept the migrants from the ship, which Malta will now allow dock following the agreement.
It's positive that Ireland, along with other European countries, has agreed to take people rescued by the Ocean Viking in today. That's to be commended. However, what we really need is a far more predictable, humane and systematic approach to disembarkation of people once they've been rescued at sea.
The ship is carrying mostly Sudanese migrants rescued from the sea in 4 separate missions. They include more than 100 minors. Around 90 of them are unaccompanied. When it comes to the relocation of people here, the Department of Justice normally works on a case-by-case basis. But recently, the Minister for Justice agreed to the relocation of up to 100 asylum seekers here between now and December. Now, it's not known how many will be arriving from the Ocean Viking ship, but a spokesperson for the department said he expected the figure to be small. Alva Keneally, RTÉ News, the Department of Justice in Dublin.
What do you think of those people who did that?
What do I think? I think they were abusing our country and invading our country. Anyone who abuses the asylum system just as a way to get to the West, and it is massively abused, is an invader of our country.
An invader?
Anyone who barges their way into your country against your will.
No, it's not your country. I mean, whose country is it?
It's the country of Irish people. Do you think I'm making some exception of myself?
We don't own it.
I beg your pardon?
We don't own the country. When you say your country,
we certainly do own our country.
Yeah. Okay.
If you think we don't own our country, you've got a very big problem.
Maybe I have. They're invaders.
Anyone who is an illegal immigrant, and ILL, illegal,
okay.
or
what
I
is
add
the,
on
what is the
an
purpose?
asylum abuser, is such a person.
Okay, what is the purpose of this invasion?
To get to live in the West.
Yeah, and do they want to rob anything off you or me, or pillage or rape?
Excuse me, they want to rob.
Invaders normally come to rob, pillage, rape, overthrow.
I bet. Oh, if you want to use that kind of language, go right ahead.
What do invaders do?
Invaders are people who say, effectively, I'm coming into your country whether you like it or not.
To do what?
And I'm staying here.
To do what?
To be here.
In your house?
In our country.
In your house?
In our country, which is our communal home. Are you trying to say that the country doesn't have the right to say who comes into it?
Of course it does. Of course
that's
it does.
all I'm talking about.
But I'm just saying, I'm trying to get a glimpse, because you're coming across with phrases like invader. I'm trying to get a glimpse of what you're actually saying, what you actually think of Ali and people like it.
Well, obviously, I don't know Ali's circumstances. What I do
know... Well, we heard him yesterday directly from his own mouth for 20 minutes.
Excuse me, Joe. We never heard on what basis Ali asked for asylum. He came in 2006 when Syria was...
Because he wanted to get out of Syria. I'll stay there, Anya, please, and you come back in, please, as you want. Margaret, you're listening to Anya O'Connell.
I am, yeah.
Documenti ce l'hai? Pasquale! Sentiamo. Documenti ce l'hai? Hai i documenti? Pasquale! 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 Dai, venire un primo con
Who has heard the poem called The Snake? So I have it. Does anybody want to hear it again? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. So let's dedicate this to General Kelly, the Border Patrol, and the ICE agents for doing such an incredible job. All right? This was written by Al Wilson a long time ago. And I thought of it having to do with our borders and people coming in. And we know what we're going to have. We're going to have problems. We have to very, very carefully vet. We have to be smart. We have to be vigilant. So here it is, the snake. It's called The Snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border. "Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died." She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. "I have saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."